going on, everyone? Happy Super Bowl Sunday, a big day and a lot to talk about today. Was planning on taking the day off. I just got the video uploaded for the Tecmo Bowl Complete Series review and spent a lot of time on that. I was just going to hang out today and play some games and watch the Super Bowl, but there's a lot of stuff that I just did not want to wait till next week for, so hopefully I can get this up and uploaded before then so I can hang out and watch the Super Bowl tonight. Got Kansas City going tonight. Going for the Chiefs -3. I'm a 49ers fan, so I don't really care more or less who wins. I'm just taking the Chiefs -3 because I think they're going to win, but I could be wrong. For those of you who don't know, the reason why I'm wearing like a different hat almost every time I'm on here is because I like traveling to different ballparks. I'm trying to see all the ball fields, and I get a hat when I go. So I got Royals hat when I went to Kauffman Stadium. I got like a Tampa Bay hat because I used to live in Florida when I would go to Raymond James Stadium. I have not been to Arrowhead, so I don't have a Chiefs hat. But that's why. If you're like, why is this idiot wearing a different hat like every time? That's why. But what we're going to talk about today, there's some arcade-related stuff we're going to get into. There's some collector's editions that I will probably focus mainly on the collector's editions. And then we'll also get into some gaming pickups at the end of the video. Also, make sure before we get started, if you have not got in for the giveaway for the Nintendo Switch Lite, make sure you get into that. We're going to 1,000 subs. We're getting there pretty fast, so we probably will be there within the next month. Probably within the next month, we'll probably be there. So get in that giveaway. I'll put a link down in the description. But let's go ahead and get started. First off, we'll do a little bit of recap as well, because I did the video earlier this week about the new college football game from EA. And I think it's called EA Sports College Football. They had made an announcement this week on Twitter, and then there was an ESPN article. I did a video about it. You can check it out. But more or less, it looks like maybe in 2022, 2023, we're going to get a college football game from EA Sports. And I know some people aren't happy that it's from EA Sports, but we're getting a college football game. That's all that matters. So that's going to be awesome. Can't wait for that. The Attack from Mars, we'll get into some arcade stuff now. So the last week we did a video and I went over all the listings that were up and sales that we had as far as arcades. And then the next day, the Attack from Mars pinball table dropped on BestBuy.com for $5.99. I put the video up just to let everyone know. They sold out pretty quick. I know shortly after that video went up, they had sold out. I'm probably going to start posting stuff like that. I'm probably going to start posting on Twitter, and I don't typically go on Twitter, so I don't usually post on there, but I think for stuff like that, I'm just going to start posting on there, so I'll put my link for Twitter if you wanted to follow me on Twitter. Like I said, I don't typically post stuff on there, except for like if I upload a video just to notify people, but I think for stuff like that it's where it's time sensitive, I think I'm going to start posting when I see arcades or just specific sales that I think may sell out, just to try to prevent, that maybe a heads up to help a couple people out. But I'm going to try to dedicate myself to doing that just for, like I said, sales to get listed or things that pre-orders that I think may sell out. So I will post those before I do my videos, just to give people a little bit extra time, because the making the video and uploading it, can take me like a couple hours to do that. But yeah, so that sold out, and I made the video the next day, which I know a lot of you guys have already seen and watched, where I basically covered all the tables. I just kind of went and just went on the PSN, downloaded all the free demos for all the tables that are on that Attack from Mars, and I loved those tables. So I'm now in the situation to where I did not purchase it. I sat there, did not purchase the Attack from Mars. Now I'm wishing that I did. I got my order stuck for Marvel Pinball, and like the more that I look at it, now I'm starting to think that's my least favorite of the three pinballs. I would say Attack from Mars, and I started looking at the tables from Star Wars. And the thing is, I actually I like Star Wars more than I like Marvel to begin with, but I saw the freaking sequel artwork on the side of the Star Wars, and I just said, I'm not buying that off rip. Like that disqualified that table from me. And to come to be, there's really only like one or two tables I think on there that is actually sequel related. But the fact that they had the artwork for the sequels on there, I just said, off of principle, I'm not buying that pinball table. So now I'm probably gonna end up with the Marvel one, and hopefully I can get the Attack from Mars as well. But man, yeah, I'm stubborn. What can I say? But yeah, I think if you didn't get it and you want that Attack from Mars like me, they're gonna restock. I have no idea when. I still think they're gonna do a direct buy from Arcade1Up, so just be lookout. You're gonna have another chance. and I'm watching it pretty closely, and that's the thing to where when they post it up again, I'll make a video, but I'm more than likely gonna post it to Twitter first, just so, like, you know, because it's probably gonna be pretty time sensitive. But I'm watching, and then let me know if y'all see it too. Post on one of my prior videos if y'all see it before I do, so I can grab it. Let's watch out for each other. But other than that, as far as arcade stuff, there was the direct buy from Arcade1Up. I did not make a video for this. This was something that I probably would have tweeted as well. The Marvel Superheroes direct buy cabinet from Arcade1Up. This was the PVC exclusive that they had out, I think, back in 2019, where it had the light up marquee, the light up buttons, and the custom riser. And they had it direct buy this week for $3.99, which I was thinking, like, I thought that was pretty interesting because they sold out pretty quick. I think they sold out within a day or two. I'm not sure how quick they sold out, but I was like, for $3.99, and it has Marvel Superheroes and X-Men, Children of the Atom, and then the Punisher. I actually have that, just the standard cabinet. I don't have the limited edition. I got the one without the riser. I bought a riser separate, got all the decals on it. So I really do like that one. I still need my light up marquee for that one, by the way. Arcade1Up, so get that official one out. But I was like, I like that cabinet. I got it. I'm the oddball. I got that cabinet for the Punisher. And Marvel Superheroes is okay. X-Men Children of the Atom is, you know, eh. But I was surprised that at $3.99, just the asking price, and you had to pay for shipping. I don't think that was a free shipping one from Arcade1Up. I think you had to pay for shipping too. I just am a little bit surprised that it sold out that quickly. Granted, we just had the X-Men and then the Marvel vs. Capcom cabinets that had a lot more going for them than that cabinet for the price. Now, granted, those cabinets are sold out too, but still, I just was surprised that I was like, wow, I'm just kind of interested to see. You know, I didn't feel like it was that great of a deal. Apparently, people jumped on it and it went pretty quick, but let me know what you think. I mean, like I said, I have just the basic bottom line one, and I definitely would prefer that one over it. But now with some of these new cabinets getting out with more games on, I thought that $400 price point for only 3 games was a little bit, you know. But hey, people like, you know, people wanted it, so they got it, and I guess it was worth that price. But what do you know? The only other thing really going on is the Miss Pac-Man cabinet is still on sale at Walmart for $3.49. I know I mentioned that last week. But also, there's the Arcade1Up official risers are available at Walmart as well, which I know I picked up some a couple of months ago back there, but I know for a long time you couldn't get these available online, and I'm not sure how long they've been available. These could have been up for a couple of months online. I just noticed them today. A lot of times you can find these in store, but they're usually not available in Walmart, or depending on where you live, it's kind of hard to find them. But they're on the Walmart website. You can order them and looks like get them shipped for free for $44.88, which is pretty good. If you've been looking for one, you don't have one near you, I would go ahead and do that. Now, the flip side is Arcade1Up actually has them available on their site as well, and they're, $59.99 plus another $25 for shipping. So you're looking at $85 to get it from Arcade1Up. So I have no idea what the stock is like from Walmart. If you don't have them, you need them, I would get those for $44.88 from Walmart.com and order them. Like I said, it looks like it was free shipping. It looks like a good deal if you need them. But that's it as far as like arcade news. Everything else is pretty much like there's nothing real, no other new sales that I saw, no other listings that I've seen. And I'll try to keep you all updated if I see anything coming. Next up, let's talk about the collector's editions. So there's quite a few that I wanted to talk about, and that's kind of like why I really wanted to make this video this week. There's the Mass Effect Legendary Edition that kind of got announced. I think got announced this week, and that's going to be on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And there's also going to be a PS5 and Series X upgrades as well. And that's $59.99 and releases on May 14th of this year. This is a remastered collection of the original trilogy Mass Effect, Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. I've never played any of these games, and I kind of really want to, but just haven't got into them yet. But they have a really cool collector's edition out. It's called the Mass Effect Legendary Cache Bundle. And it's $149, and this is available for pre-order from Best Buy, and I think also the BioWare store. I don't see it at GameStop, but it does not include the game. This is just like the collector's edition stuff, no game included with this for $149. And you get this N7 wearable helmet with LED lights that looks like you can filter them between red and blue. You get a steelbook case, you get an enamel pen. an N7 acceptance letter, and then a canvas art print. Then this is all inside a hard collectible box. Looks like a really cool set. If you're a Mass Effect fan, which I'm debating, I mean, I think it looks really cool, but I just haven't played the games yet. I really want to. I think this set looks really cool. I have a thing about it as far as helmets, as far as like, displaying them and not having really the room to. So that may be the reason why I don't get it, but I'm kind of on the fence. But let me know what you think if you're going to grab this one or what you think about it. Next up is PlayAsia.com. So PlayAsia has a couple pre-orders. I'm going to go over a bunch of shooters. So these are going to be some collector's editions or physical copies for shooters, and you know how we talk about shooters on this channel. So PlayAsia has the Rolling Gunner plus Overpowered physicals. And there's a complete edition which comes with says setting materials collection and then a soundtrack. So this one is $83.99, which is up for pre-order right now. And then it says it's supposed to come out in April 22nd is when it's supposed to come out. And this, I'm guessing this is limited quantities. I'm not sure if they're going to sell out or what. But there's also a standard edition that's only $47.99, and that's a really, really good shooter. Like I said, that's Rolling Gunner plus, like, I think the expansion or DLC, whatever it was, Overpower. Like I said, at PlayAsia.com. So I would look into either I'll look into the complete edition or the standard edition. Like I said, if you are interested. So like I ordered the complete edition for that. PlayAsia.com also has Raiden 4, and it's the X Mikado Remix. So this is another pre-order that's supposed to ship out in April 22nd of 2021. Those dates are kind of wish-washy with PlayAsia. But this is the limited edition is $72.99. It doesn't really specify what that comes with. I guess it says it comes with a new arrangement, soundtrack CD, and then also a reprint of the original soundtrack CD from Raiden 4. But I'm not sure what else that limited edition comes with other than the game and the soundtracks. It probably comes in a collectible box is what I'm thinking, but it doesn't really show much info on that. But you got the limited edition for $72.99, and you also got the standard edition for $39.99. So both of those are from PlayAsia, and look at those. Like I said, I like those physical shooter releases, so I'm always going to try to update you on those when I see them, because I hate it when I miss out on those. All right, next up is First Press Games. So it's firstpressgames.com. This is like another company that sells like collector's editions and limited edition physical media. I just found out about them recently. Disclaimer, I have not bought anything, or I've purchased stuff from them now. I have not received anything because I just purchased something from them this week. But I've looked them up online. I've seen people who have gotten stuff from them. It looks really nice, and I wanted to try them out, and I want to let you guys know about them. You may already know about them, but if not, you may want to check them out. But they sell a lot of like PS4, Switch. I mean, they got NES, Famicom, Game Boy cartridges, a lot of retro stuff they sell as far as collector's editions and physicals and stuff like that. So just check out their site. They got a lot of stuff going on there. What I ended up ordering is I ordered the Ginga Force collector's edition on the PS4, and also the Natsuki's Chronicles collector's edition on the PS4. And they were both $69 with soundtracks, color manuals, collectible pen, poster, and collectible boxes. And they're both limited to $750 copies a piece. I'm sorry. They're both very solid shoot 'em up games. They both kind of occur in the same universe. I think Ginga Force is a vertical scrolling shooter. Natsuki's Chronicles is a horizontal scrolling shooter. And they both also have standard physical editions for $39.99 as well, which they don't seem like they're limited on those. And those are all available for pre-order. So they got the collector's editions, the standard editions. And like I said, that's First Press Games has a lot of their stuff going on there. Like I said, NES stuff, Famicom, Switch. So just check out, see if there's anything that you think is. I thought there's some cool stuff there. So I'd check them out. Like I said, disclaimer, I haven't received anything from there, but I've seen people doing videos online of getting stuff from there. It looks like it's really nice quality stuff. So heads up on them. Next up, I guess we'll get into some pickups. So we'll start with Castle of Shikigami 3 on the Nintendo Wii. This is one of the better, if not the best, shoot 'em up on the Nintendo Wii. I did a video last week where I talked about Mobile Light Force 2 on the PS2, which actually Mobile Light Force 2, I think in Japan, is Castle of Shikigami, I think, or it's the first game in this series. There's also Castle of Shikigami 2 on the PS2, and then Castle of Shikigami 3 on the Wii. is the only North American version. So there's a Japanese version of Castle Shikami 3 that's on the Xbox 360. The Wii version, actually, it's a really good version. I don't know if it's better than the 360 version, but it's a really, really good version. This one's cheaper, so it's a North American version. If you don't have a Xbox 360 or Japan Xbox 360 and you don't want to get the more expensive one, get this one. And this also, like, I captured this footage on my Wii U. And it also supports it doesn't support the Wii U gamepad, but it supports like the plug-in, like that NES or Pro. It's not the Wii U Pro controller, but it's that controller that plugs into the actual Wii, or the Wiimote that you can use. But yeah, check that out as well. But next up, we got Gekyo Shooting King on the PlayStation 1. So this is probably one of the better, it's not the best shooter on the PS1, but it's definitely one of the better ones. It's up there. But this is a port of Shinryu. And Shinryu was originally an arcade game in 1997. It was ported to the Saturn in 1997 as well, then to the PS1 in Japan in 1999. The Saturn version is also a Japan exclusive also. Then it finally got ported to the PS1 in North America in 2002, where it got its name changed from Shinryu to Gekyo Shooting King. And like I said, it's one of the better shooters on the PlayStation 1. Also, one disclaimer that this one, when you play it on because all PS3s play PS1 games, so I've tried it on my PS3 Slim and my PS3 Fat, and neither one of them, they play the sound effects, but none of them play the music. So if you're getting this, you plan on playing on your PS3, just note that you're not going to have the actual music, so you're going to have to play it on probably your PS2 or PS1. But like I said, it is a pretty good shooter. Then we got Black Belt on the Sega Master System. So remember last week I did the Sega Ages Volume 11, and I said basically Black Belt is like a reskinning of the game that, I forgot what the name of this game is, but anyways, that's what this is. It's like a reskinning North American version of this. So it's one of the cheaper games on the Master System. You can usually get it for 20 or less, 15, 20 bucks, somewhere in that range. It's definitely a fun game to have. I like it's just to pick up and play. Just like I said, it plays a lot like Kung Fu, but a pretty solid game on the Sega Master System. And that is it as far as North American. Now I got a handful of imports. So these are 4 cave imports that we're going to go over here, and I'm going to do a video later on, probably within the coming weeks, about just how I get my imports. As far as like I typically don't get them off of eBay, and because eBay you're going to pay maybe not twice as much, but you're going to pay significantly more getting imports on eBay. Not all the times, but most of the time. So I've had a lot of fun getting imports this way, and I'm going to make a video kind of showing you guys how that I actually get them, and I got all these through that process. So we're going to start with Dodonpachi Daiojo on the PS2. And I hope I got that right. But this is based on the arcade original, ported and released in 2002. So I don't know if this was actually ported to the PS2 in 2002, or the arcade version was from 2002, or both. But that's when I think the game actually originated from. But this is the 4th game in Cave's Donpachi series. So it's also known as Donpachi Episode 4 or Dodonpachi 3. And it also includes a high score DVD, which, so you get the DVD, and actually the game actually is in the system right now. But the DVD shows like the 4 players, like playthroughs who had cleared, like it's like a high score reel where it shows 4 different players who cleared the first and second loop. So it's pretty cool addition on there. And like I said, that's a Japan exclusive. It's only available. I think it's only available on the PS2 in Japan. They may have ported it some other time, but it's not available on the North American PS2. It's the Japanese PS2. And same with the rest of these 3. But next up is Escaluda on the PS2. Like I said, another Japan exclusive, and for the PS2. This was released in 2003, and it's pretty much the spiritual successor to the ESP. Was it Rade, R-A-D-E. I'm not sure exactly how that's pronounced, but it's a spiritual successor to that, and it's kind of like where you fly like an avatar as opposed to a spaceship. So it's not in the same series, but like I said, it's a spiritual successor. And there's also a sequel to this on the 360. There's Escaluda 2, and this is definitely one of the better shooters on the PS2. Next up, this one was hard to pronounce, I'm sorry. Mushimishima, something like that. Tato's Best. And this is another cave vertical scrolling shooter, and it's kind of like a maniac shooter, and you basically are fighting against, you're like in an insect or bug world where you're shooting like just, like I said, bugs and butterflies and all kinds of different insects, and it's really good. It was released in 2005, which is, like I said, very interesting. Like it's like you're flying through a bug's life and like just killed everything in there. Very solid shooter on the PS2 though. And then this is Mushimasa Futari version 1.5 on the Xbox 360, and this was basically, it's a sequel to that is what it is. And this was released in arcades in 2006 and then ported to the Xbox 360 in, I believe, 2015. It's very similar to the original game on the PS2, but it also it's a much better experience. But it's very, very good game. Like I said, very bright, colorful game. Plays really well. It's actually a lot of fun to play. Having a lot of fun with that game this week. But that's it, guys. Like I said, I gonna try to get this uploaded so I can watch the Super Bowl. Hopefully, them Chiefs can cover that -3. And that's it. I'll see you on the next video. Later.